Hello, this is Darasimi sharing my thoughts on politics in Nigeria. In my previous videos, I have tried to urge Christians to be involved politically in Nigeria. Political participation can come in different forms. It can be just voting, getting your PVC permanent voters card and going out to vote, or being involved in party politics, not seeking elective position, but being involved in party politics to influence party policies and party candidates. And we can also take it further to contesting for elective positions. So, my cry, my urging, what I'm trying to do is that we as Christians should be more involved politically, or else we'll always be dissatisfied with what goes on in the political sector of Nigeria. And today I would also like to talk about some characters in the Bible who are involved in governance and administration, and why, my personal reasons why I feel they succeeded. And first, I'll be talking about Daniel, who was there in governance and administration, and I believe he succeeded because he also had his friends with him who were also involved and who he could share his mind with and who could pray together with him. And so he succeeded because he was not alone in that place. And the same thing we as Christians should do. We should not leave those who are Christians alone in politics. Let some people be involved in party politics. Also, we say it a lot of times that many Christians have gone into politics and they've compromised, they've done this, they've done that. But do you ever think about the kind of opposition, the kind of circumstances they found themselves in? Because they were the ones there alone. What if other Christians had been there, other born again children, spiritual children of God had been there with them to go the whole hog with them, to run the race with them, to uh, share, rub minds together, to brainstorm, and most importantly, to pray together about even things happening in the party. For example, our vice president is a born again child of God, a pastor. I believe so strongly that he's a born again child of God, he's a man of God, but he's there alone. How many born again Christians, even from his own church? I mean, I'm not talking about just local church, from his denomination, from that big church, are there in the party with him to support him. If he's there alone and the party wants to take some wrong decisions, some wrong steps, what do you think he alone can do to stop them? This is one of the reasons why we as Christians should move en masse in the political parties to establish our influence, to wield that influence, and to make sure things are done right. We can't just sit in the pews in our churches and expect them to do what's right. Who will teach them what is right when they do not know what is right? But we believe as Christians, we know what is right, and even if we do not want to seek elective positions, let's be there in these political parties to influence their decisions at the world level, at the local government level, at state level, federal level. Let us go out en masse and be involved. Let's not just leave these Christians alone. If you leave them alone, they will be overwhelmed. One person cannot counter hundreds. But when a lot of Christians, many Christians, hundreds of Christians, thousands, even millions are in parties, we can say no. We can stand together and say no, this policy won't fly. We do not agree with this, and then there will be give and take, and things will be better. But when we leave those people whose main interest is their stomach, is their belly, is their pocket there, what do you expect them to do when just one person is there, one righteous man among them? So let us who believe we are the righteousness of God in Christ Jesus go into these political parties together. I believe one person among them will not be able to influence anything. That's why Christians fail in politics. That's my own reason for that. That's the reason I'm able to come up with one Christian among them cannot do anything. They need a lot of support from other people of the same mind. They need the support of like minds. Let's all go together into these four parties, to these organizations. Let's go together. Let's Just be party members, attend political meetings, and then wield your influence. That's what I believe. Another example is the example of Esther and Mordecai, who had all the Jews behind them. Esther had Mordecai, Mordecai had the Jews behind them. So they could exchange ideas and they could together pray, fast, call on God to intervene. That was why Esther, that was why Mordecai succeeded. They had people who agreed with them together. We need to go into these political parties, into these political organizations, and mass as Christians. We need a mass of Christians to go, not just single persons, not just few in a mass to be there, to be involved. Or if we don't want to join them, but I mean, if we don't want to join the existing parties, we can start joining new parties so that we can influence them with Christian beliefs, Christian mindsets. And I mean, we are forming Christian parties, but that we can join parties that will allow for Christian beliefs to thrive. We can ask that these parties be undergirded or be underlined by Christian beliefs. Everybody is welcome, but we want to follow beliefs that align or practices that align with the Christian belief. That's my I believe also Nehemiah had people who were praying with him. The Bible doesn't say so, but I believe it so strongly. One person who seemed to be alone out in the cold was Joseph, but I believe God equipped him specifically for that. Not every Christian will be a Joseph and go into politics and be able to maintain his integrity. We will have a few of them, and I believe the vice president is one of them, but not many others can withstand some of the things they will encounter there. That's why we need us to support these people. Pray for them. Pray about policies. Pray about things going on. But I mean, how do you know exactly what to pray for when you're not inside these parties to know what is happening? So let's encourage people. When people in our churches express desire to be involved in party politics, let's not discourage them. Let's even encourage them. I believe churches should start preaching on the altar. Now that Christians should go out en mass to be involved, the first place to start is having your permanent voters card, and then if you are interested you can take it further. I think churches should lead this, teach political participation in churches, different forms of political participation. That is what's in my mind this time around. Till I see you again, remain blessed. My name is Darasimi Ochode. See you.